Welcome to the Cultural Handshake with Ademola Edo.
So I feel like it's very important to fail. I think what we need to do is we need to change our attitude of how we see failure. I've experienced so much failure in my life that I'm now used to it. Do you understand? So when things happen, I ask myself, what is the lesson that I'm picking up from this? As a matter of fact, people think like OAV is my first business. I think music was my first business. Then the record label that I started with my friend was my second business. So there's a lot of failures we've seen. So when I see certain things, like maybe when I see a certain client that reach, I remember when I was doing my photography business with my friend, one guy told us he has access to models in South Africa, what a blah blah blah. We should do free shoots for him. I was like, just the word South Africa. I was like, this is it. Like our lives have changed. We did the free photo shoots.
My guy miss.
My guy disappeared. So fast forward
Guy,
into OAV. Someone reaches out, yo man, like I know people in the US and I just need you to do a commercial for me for free. And
Nasu.
immediately I moved the guy's mail to spam. I'm like, I've seen this before. Do you get? So it's the learnings that you get from these things that will propel you to move faster. And when you fail, and sometimes it can be spiritual. Sometimes you can do everything you need to do as a man and still fail. Sometimes God is saying that if you don't fail, you'll not be forced to move forward. So this is me forcefully moving
So
forward.
this, what you said is actually funny because I remember the first two businesses I did. It was crazy. Was it the first one? Yeah, the first one I did, I can't even say how much I made, but I just made money, bam. You know, there was one time my wife was like, we went to a store, we saw this electronic bike that my daughter said she wanted. My wife was not saying, okay, we'll buy it for your birthday, you know, and then she just calculating how much we need to save. She said, go and tell your daddy. So my daughter came, Daddy, I want this bike. I just gave them my ATM card. My wife said, you know, but I know a lot of people argue with this. I wasn't paying tithe. And I wasn't very religious. I felt I'm a smart guy. I'll use my brains. I'll get this thing done. I'm a sharp guy. I know my way around business. After that deal, I didn't get anything again. No. That business crashed. The next business, first deal, bam, money again. You know, same thing. And you know what they say? If you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're getting the same results.
Me too.
So now, I pay my tithe on time. Okay, this one is not needed, but it's just a personal thing. I donate to church activities. I remember when they're having this what do you call it again? This fun fair. This church fun fair that they do, that redeemed parishes do. I donated money to that. The children's Christmas party, I donated money to that. You know, and little donations I give, not for any spiritual thing, but because I can. So I do it now. And anytime I talk to people, you know, maybe you say you're doing business or you're doing this, I always advise you, you know, you need to get close to God. You know, you do. I'm not saying that if you are not working hard, you will not be rewarded, but should I say it's a numbers thing. And if you work hard, you're passionate about it, just try and cover the spiritual. If you do, fine. If you don't, fine. If you do, it's not taking anything away from you. You know, so I just try and give people that advice. You know, just try. You know, so that you don't start hearing stories that touch.
Yes,
because those stories that touch.
Shops that just catch fire unexpectedly. It's a spiritual something.
You know, so.
I remember when I was in church, there's this guy that used to say this. I know that this show is ending soon, but there's this thing that the guy used to say when it's time to pay tithes. And I say, yes, now that Sunday service has ended, pay your tithes. Because if you don't pay your tithes, things will be tithes for you. And he's always wearing suits when he's saying that thing.
No. So you know, this tithe topic is a very sensitive topic, and like I said, I just started paying tithe last year. All the while, I've never paid tithe before. And when my wife used to pay tithe, I say, "Auntie, you're wasting money." When there was one time that I heard how much my sister donated to church, I ran mad. I said, "Do you know that the pastor uses your money for enjoyment? Why don't you have sense?" You know, she just kept quiet. And my sister's business has just been growing. In fact, it's like this. That's how it has been growing. So my wife used to come and meet me that, remember when you were making fun of your sister? Can you see yourself now? You know, and when she said that, I'll just be quiet. Just be looking at her like that. So if it's not compulsory.
No, it's not compulsory.
It's personal.
Yeah.
If you want to, pay your tithe. If you don't want to,
And it's not automatic. Like the fact that you pay tithe does not mean that everything will it needs to also be genuine. Do you understand?
Come
like,
from a good place.
I think it comes from when God has been so good to you that you just want to give back. And even when you don't have, you still have that faith that because I don't have, it's happening for a reason and God has me covered. And you just see,
you have this confidence.
Yeah.
You have this confidence.
Like you don't see someone that is only like maybe the day business is not working. Someone will just remember you today that I've not thought of you in 5 years and I just remember I'm owing you when I just want to send you money. Wow. That thing is not normal. Do you understand? Like when you know how like God was using the ravens, it wasn't the ravens that was using to feed Elijah. Do you understand? Like even, and that's why I said contentment. When you are okay with God and you are doing what you need to do and you pay your tithe because you genuinely are thankful for what God has done for you, you just find out that you don't have money. You open your wallet, you don't have money, but you are eating. You are even adding weight, and you don't have bar. They say, I didn't want this show. They say, I want it. How do you want? You don't have. You say you don't have money. How do you have lights? I didn't want.